play a little game of word association with you. So, what are you thinking when I say the words rear-wheel drive? Probably images of slidey drifts and sticking your car's rear end out round a hairpin. How about the word racer? Yeah, probably a Honda Civic. But then, what about hybrid? The phrases that come to mind for you interneters are probably burn the car in flames or drive it off a cliff. But what is it that's so bad about a hybrid car? Apparently a few things. Firstly, hybrid technology allowed the Toyota Prius to exist, and petrolheads the world over despise the Prius for its cult of pretentious drivers, its dubious claims about actual economy, and its engine-kicked-in-yo approach to driving. The second point? Well, that lies in the way a hybrid actually works. You see, hybrids use a combination of engine and battery power to propel the car. Most have petrol engines, although some like the Citroën DS5 come in diesel hybrid form. But the constant switching between battery power at low speeds, fueled engine at high speeds, and a CVT gearbox, usually holding it all together, makes for an awful driving experience. So is Lexus's brand new IS300h any different? Will it shut the hybrid haterades up? Time to find out. In the looks department, you can't fault the new IS. It is buff. Sleek lines, a strong side profile, and piercing LED lights make for an awesome looking Lexus. And not just something you'd let the older lot drive around. Then there's this car's beauty on the inside. This thing is high tech. I'm talking full leather, extra nav unit, and this funny mouse. You're not using your old Windows XP, but it's a bit of clever UX that Lexus have introduced to aim at a younger market. Another thing which makes me think that is this, the LFA-inspired cluster gauge. All you have to do is press this button here in the multifunction steering wheel, and it slides in to resemble a different feature setting. But it's on the road that the IS starts to fall short. With an inline 4-cylinder engine producing 178 brake horsepower, and an electric motor cranking out 141 brake horsepower, this car does feel underpowered. No, that doesn't mean over 300 bhp for you maths whizzes, but a combined performance figure of 220 brake, which means a 0-62 time of 8.3 seconds. And for a super sporty saloon, top speed is a fairly disappointing 125 miles an hour. Not that you'd ever reach it, of course. One of the interesting things behind these Lexus luxury hybrids is the fact that you can choose between different drive modes. We've got Eco, Normal, Sport, and all you have to do is flick the knob in the center console to choose between them. I prefer to keep things in Sport. It firms up the throttle response, makes the steering a bit more heavy, but on the flip side, you're really ruining your MPGs. We're seeing anywhere from 35 to 40 of the good stuff. And surely that goes against the whole point of a hybrid. Which brings me back to my main point. Hybrids are supposed to make us feel good about ourselves, that we can be petrol heads without having to sacrifice a Californian redwood every time we pin the throttle. The Lexus IS300h is a car I'd want to show off, but that's over £33,000, not a car that makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. The IS250 though, with its predictable petrol-powered engine, minus the electric malarkey, well, that might just be the car for us.